fantastic. I'm glad we spoke about the fact that, you know, life on some of these engage on.
What these two champions can do at level 3 could not be bigger in the Elise and the Wukong. Wukong is just going to be so useless compared to what Elise can offer the Lucian Sona early push there. So, very strong here, the draft for D+ once again. So we'll see a Talia come through.
This feels like Life Esports doubling down. They're like, oh, you've got this early game draft? Well, you're just going to try and overplay your hand. We're going to pick up some accidental kills, but this time, we've got a Draven. If Draven... All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, onto the Rift for game number 2. Match point on the line here for Life Esports. If they can overcome D+ Kia's early game a second time in a row, it's going to need to be a tidying up of play, I think. Wolf?
Yeah, I think Stroy, top-level players on the Korean ladder, and he knows this matchup so incredibly well, and he's just not going to mess it up. You can trust that he's going to get that advantage. He's going to get that plate gold. He's going to have cryo. And this looks like it's going to be D+ double objective early in the game. Yeah,
Deft playing so aggressively here into Viper and utilizing the... Oh, the flash forward, but not quite enough. The heal was back off cooldown, but once again, immediately, they get the cleanse and the heal out of this bottom lane. Thankfully, they have flashes.
Just trying to get any edge they can. That's going to force a back. That's going to be an additional plate.
Yeah, Deft actually not using the Ignite in the last exchange either, I don't believe. So Viper used Cleanse, but Deft actually hadn't even ignited him, which I believe was why the Cleanse was used. I think even I thought that he actually didn't.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And he didn't have the Cleanse, of course, for the Sona ultimate, and did barely escape, as this is a matchup where things are getting out of hand very early, and they're even going to set up a dive with the Rift Herald. Kingin,
oh dear,
not getting out of this one.
Well, there's the flash, and immediately Ruthless Predator going to come down. That is going to be a very comfortable kill. First blood going over to Canyon, and he holds onto the Rift Herald. He's like, Canna, you deal with that. It's fine. You're a Dominus Renekton. You'll be one with a better draft. They're just coming in efficiently, and they're crushing it. Kana? That's a flash forward, as they really want to kill Viper here. The crescendo just goes wide, though, so they're not able to punish him. Still, they get his flash. That is what they were looking for, as Canyon's going to get soul point here. Not any way for Life to get over there. It's cleared, flanking, as per usual, as the Weaver's Wall to come in. He's moving the wrong direction, but Kellen is just going to die, as now Kingin diving onto Deft here. What is going on in this river? This is very, very strange. The Whirling Death not available, and so it isn't going to be the Draven getting the kill, but that was odd.
Yeah, no Draven kill here, and also the kill going over the Kassan. This one, they do have actually a little bit of prio setup, but look at Kana. He's roaming over, flanking over.
Yeah, Kingin could be in trouble here. Goes unstoppable. He's now used that, and the Cocoon is going to come forward. Cleared, finds the Cyclone onto Deft, but the Kassante's already been taken out. Deft is going to avoid the Whirling Death as well, so no cash in for you just yet. Tidal Wave going to land, but it's only onto a Renekton, as there's the culling. Just back off cooldown in time to guarantee the Cloud Soul and a couple of kills for D+ Kia.
Yep. That was your chance as HLE to maybe look for a fight. That's why we saw the flank there from Kana. He wants to make sure.
Can he stay alive? The answer is almost, as he goes golden. The Whirling Death. Can he get the cash in? The answer's no. Cull the Meat comes in again, and Kana is an immortal crocodile. The W gets pressed by the Sona. He walks it out, and DK. Oh man, I don't know how you did that, but they turned the situation. It's a 10,000 gold lead, so perhaps they just paid for it.
Sick play there from Kellen, blocking Zeka out. If he gets in there a little bit faster, maybe you have the damage, maybe you get on top of that Renekton, but he just can't get in. And HLE, man, they're not playing League of Legends, they're playing a mini-game of trying to get this Draven to cash in.
It's the Blue Blades, man, that they can't see past the Blue Blades.
It's just not gonna happen. You need to get a pick, and they tried so hard, they were very close. But D+ are going to shut it down, and now they're looking for more inhibitor value here on the bottom lane.
Yeah, this snowball is, almost, like, he still hasn't lost the stacks. I still want to hold on to Hope Wolf, but I just don't think it's going to happen. They've already lost 2 inhibitors. Atlas, you're losing your mind. Just stop focusing on the stacks.
And when we go back to that Rakan ban, HLE would see it just for the BM for the best of 5 mental boom, but I mean, this is just abysmal here for HLE.
How many does it take to kill Canna is the question, and the answer before was more than what Life had. And Tidal Wave going to go wide here. Canna just moves back towards his Sona, who's going to heal him all the way back up. Inhibitor turret's going to go down, the inhibitor sure to follow as Whip Pre-30 minutes, 3 inhibitors are now down. There is not much more that DK could do to snowball this any further other than killing the Nexus. And now, Kingin's going to be in trouble. Clid almost dead, just barely gets himself out. Double tap from the Light Slinger is going to come in as the wall is going to separate them. And the first Nexus turret will fall. This game, very different to what game number 1 was, but the blueprint remained the same. Pick for early game dominance, and DK show us exactly what they plan to do with it here, just 1 game late. Cada just having a good time, slicing and dicing through the Harmalife Esports players as the Nexus will now go down. All out for Kingin, but he's all out of this game, and they are all out of chances. They do have the ability to come back, though, in game number 3. We're set up for a best of 3 now between DK and Harmalife Esports. DK back on track.
DK back on track. 2 winning drafts back-to-back, and this time the execution is much better. No early game errors. Yeah, man, if they're going to play